morning, adventurers and explorers. Welcome back to Better Minecraft 2. My name is HenriU. Today we are going to be doing a little bit of exploring, adventuring. The main purpose of this is that I am looking for leather, and while the cow crusher is not ready yet, we are not getting any meat or leather from there. The big purpose of the leather that we're looking for today is to explore the backpacks mod. There are 2 in this mod pack, so let's get right into it. The first backpack mod in here is named Backpacked. So it's only got 1 backpack that you can craft. You use 6 leather for it, but these backpacks can be upgraded by completing certain tasks. Then the inmis mod is the one that I will be using today. You use 8 leather and a chest. It's got a smaller backpack, but the difference between 4 leather and 8 leather isn't that bad. And then you can upgrade your backpacks by placing the backpack in your crafting table and surrounding it with the upgrade material. You can go from leather to iron to gold to diamond. And then there's also 2 later game backpacks. The first one being the withered backpack, where you will need a nether star to upgrade the backpack, and the second one you will need a dragon's head for the endless backpack. First go to where we found the cows for the cow crusher, but we have to be careful because there's lots of deep spaces to fall into all over the world, especially here close to the base. So finding leather, there's more than one way to get leather. You can use rabbit hide as well. These lanterns hanging from the mushrooms has always added a nice touch in my opinion. And after dark they really do change the landscape for the better, in my opinion. Cows give you leather and steak, but in this mod there's also hogs, which will give you leather and pork chops, I think. Over here was close to where we found the other cows. I see there's some charcoal and there's a cow right ready for us to start slaughtering them. Not every cow will give you leather. They will mostly drop steak every time, but you're not guaranteed to get leather from a cow. Adult cows will drop between 1 and 3 beef or steak if you kill them with a normal sword, and up to a maximum of 6 steak with a looting 3 sword. Also 0 to 2 pieces of leather with a maximum of 5 leather if you've got a looting 3 sword. So over here I've seen a lot of charcoal exposed. I might go and pick that up. See any more cows on the minimap. I can see there's another one close by, so let's try and find that one first. Where are this cow? Here you are. Thank you. And we've got a piece of leather from it. So you see we've killed 3 cows and we only got 1 piece of leather. Just see, get my pickaxe out and light this place up a little bit. There is a lot of coal here. There's also some copper. Guys, for now I'm not going to be collecting all the copper I see. Copper is a really plentiful resource. You find it basically everywhere unless you are very deep into the mines. Copper generation ends at gold mining level at around about -16. And once we have fortune on a pickaxe, we will get tons and tons of copper. Copper is a nice building block, but for now I don't really need it to craft anything. Here's some more coal, and you'll see I'm picking up the twigs as I find them in the world. They give you 2 sticks each. So for now we can either use planks to make sticks, or we can just convert these twigs. And some more coal. As I said in a previous episode, I have been struggling to find a lot of coal in this world, and I might be forced to put logs in the furnace and make charcoal that way. Here behind the tree you can see a nice altar. There's soul fire and campfires on top. Let me just take a screenshot of that for later use. And I know below the campfire there's a chest. Let's see. Golden sword with looting. Trash. I'll leave it there. I can take the sword and use it to kill cows, but just leave it there. Golden swords doesn't last too long, and I just can't be bothered. And honestly, I'm having fun exploring the world. Let's continue, get over the river over here, and then just continue our journey. I see on the mini-map there is a boar. I've kept been calling them hogs, but boars are added by the naturalist mod, and they can be killed for leather, the same as cows. Let's just chase this one. The boars are passive until you attack them, then they will try and kill you, but once their health gets to about halfway, they will just run away from you, same as most other passive mobs. Boars give you 1 to 3 raw pork chops, up to a maximum of 6 if you've got looting 3, and they also drop leather, either 0 or 1 leather, up to a maximum of 4 with looting. Here you can see that when I first struck him, he tried to attack me, and then when I struck him again, his health had dropped to below 50%. He started running away from me. So this is looking like an interesting cave over here, but I don't think I'm gonna go there right now. I want to see if we can find this village, find a nice view of the village. Go up the mountain here. I don't know whether it's on the mountain, but let's just go up here and see. Maybe we can, if it's not there, we can maybe get a good view of the village. I don't know how big the village will be. On the map it looks like there's quite a few villages in the village, and for now we will, I think, just loot the village and get back home. This is distracting me from the mission of finding leather. These mountains, however good they look, they remain a pain to get up. It's always, you have to break blocks and get over. I think looking in the real world at any mountain as well, it's not always an easy path up to the top. So this is a little bit more realistic than we would want, trying to run through this quickly. But anyway, there I can see a roof. There is our village in a birch forest, old growth birch forest. Now over there, that structure over there has got some dangerous mob inside, and I really wouldn't recommend trying to take it on without at least halfway decent armor and a good sword. But it is night time, it's dark already, so let's go in here and kick this villager out of his bed and take a nap in his bed. Now that we are awake, fresh, ready for the day, let's start looting. So you will see most of the chests in the villages do contain a lot of food items, which is really nice this early in the game, since we don't have proper food farms ready to harvest yet. And you can also find some armor if you find a blacksmith's hut. Over here, got a bench, and if you look there, there's a waystone. That's our first waystone, and we will be using waystones for travel, especially once we get to a situation where we have to travel really far, when we start properly exploring. See, in this chest, what have we got here? Again, food and a book. Feather will be useful, but now as you can see, my inventory is already filling up. So at some point I'm going to start having to leave some items behind, but we will sort through it and try and keep the most valuable items. If we need to, I will leave some items in a chest in the village over here, and we will come back to it later. As I said, this structure you saw when we found the village is really dangerous, and I'm not going to take it on with iron armor. Wow, there's a few emeralds for us. But okay, yeah. So I'm not going to take that structure on without proper armor, especially not with only iron armor. So we will definitely come back to this village. It's not too far from home. And yeah, what I'm going to start doing now is really filtering through what I'm picking up, what I'm taking, what loot we take with us. There's obviously a few hay bales around, but I don't think we really need them right now. As a rule, I try to, when I find a village, not destroy the whole village. Eventually I would like to come in and sort of revamp the village and just make it a little bit nicer, but for now we are not at that stage of the game yet. Over here, see, this is a animal pen, a few sheep and pigs. And here's our waystones. So waystones are really an easy way to travel. It's like teleporting. In this mod pack, the fabric waystones, you can go into the setup and change a few aspects of the mod. For example, that's one of the few changes that I do make when playing in a mod pack. With the waystones, it usually costs experience to travel, but since I'm only using it for travel far away and so on, I did remove the cost of travel. So over here in this chest, I see there's another piece of bread. I am trying to collect some of the seeds as well, because eventually we will have a nice farming area where we will grow quite a few crops. You will also see that trying to conserve space in my inventory, when I have flowers, I do just go around planting them. If I have saplings as well, I'll plant them, and that way try and keep the important things. By planting the flowers, if I do need them later on, I can always come back to the village and just take them out again. The same with saplings, especially birch saplings. It's not too hard to find. So over here we've got a nice little chef's cabin. Now the chef's mod in here, Farmer's Delight, adds quite a few different foods to the game. You get this cutting board which allows you to cut certain foods up and get, maybe in some cases, a little bit more value out of the food. I know, for example, you can take raw beef and cut them up into beef patties. You can grow some onions and lettuce, cabbage, tomatoes, and you can make yourself a hamburger, which is a really nice food source as well. So let me go closer and show you this structure, but as I said, I'm not going to raid it yet. Iron armor I feel is just not good enough for now, and I'm not the best battle champion out there. So in the meantime, I'm going to continue looting this village, and then I will find my way back to the base, hopefully find some leather along the way. I still need another 5 pieces or so, and then I'll be back when I'm back at the base. So gamers, I'm getting close to the base. I am still short 1 leather, but I've decided to make a quick stop at the base. There's a few things that I would like to get done before I explore any further. I'm also thinking of exploring in a different direction. At the moment, I don't want to explore too far away from the base. I still need leather, and I know there is a cow in the village in a pen, but I didn't want to kill that, as I'm planning to go back to that village quite a few times in the near future. I have to take on that structure. While we're back, I've got a few wheat here, so I can quickly feed the cows, get them breeding a little bit, and hopefully we can have this cow crusher functional soon. And then I'll also remove this temporary block that I put up here. Now, something else that keeps bugging me, this piece of dirt here under this log, I'll just replace it with a log that just looks better. And then let's drop off some of the stuff in my inventory. So we have a little bit of iron. I've got a few carrots which will come in useful later on, a few pieces of iron, a few vegetables, some raw pork chops which I might just as well cook up at some point. I've got 13 bread, but that doesn't last forever. Let's quickly get this meat into the furnace cooking. I've got raw beef and pork gives me 22 pieces of cooked meat. That will at least get me through, hopefully until the cow crusher is ready to start producing. Next up, let's see, I want to start farming sugarcane as well, so I found a few pieces on my way back home. So let's just get a bucket of water, and then I'll see where I can set up a temporary spot for the sugarcane. I know at the moment I'm talking all about temporary structures, but eventually I will be building proper farms for all of the temporary structures that I am putting up. Like, for example, the wheat, I am thinking of building a nice big wheat field, and also maybe see if I can use villagers to automate the wheat farm in a sense. Let's quickly get this 7 sugarcane I've got planted here. You will notice that with sugarcane, the sugarcane has to touch the water. You can't go diagonal from the water. Then next up, I have a few seeds with me, so I can just well plant them as well to expand the wheat field. It's not a lot, only 3 pieces for now, and this wheat crop seems to be grown. On this mod, you'll see I always use a hoe to harvest the wheat. That just means it's got a function in where you don't need to replant the seeds. It just harvests the wheat that's ready to be harvested. So it is getting dark, so I think it's the right time to go to bed. Now a new day has risen. One thing that I do enjoy about this mod pack, it's got shaders built into the mod pack, and just have a look at this sun ray coming through. It's just one of the most beautiful parts of using shaders. So quickly having a look at the map, I have seen there south of the Greenwood pub, there is a structure there that I want to check out. Looks like a small hut maybe. Going to check out what's in there on my search for more leather. Before we do go there, let's quickly clean up the inventory a little bit, get the meat from the furnace, and maybe just get another piece of coal in there to cook the rest of the meat. I think I do have 5 wheat in my inventory. Let's see if I can feed the cows again. Looks like they are ready, and I'm sure the crusher should be getting close. Could only feed 1 cow, it seems. Okay, well, let's get going with this. What's this zombie doing here? Let's have this one eliminated. and then see, put the rotten flesh away, put the pork chops in the furnace, and now I think we can go have a look at what we can find in the world. So over to this side, you will remember from the first episode, there's the Greenwood pub over here. It's a really nice looking structure. There's a few villages in there, which is close enough to the base so that we can utilize it later on. Also, if we need food in a pinch, there is fish over here in the water. Gravel, there's a few pieces of clay as well, even though down in the mines I have a good source of clay in the tunnels, in the caves down there. Let's have a look here. How far is that hut that we saw on the map? So if we just cross over here, it should be not too far from where we are at, and there you can see it there across from the water. There's a little hut. I don't know if there's anything dangerous in there, but you have to be cautious with a mod pack like this. Just get a screenshot of this. It's a nice looking hut, and then we can go closer. I didn't bring a boat because it's not that far to travel, and I can swim through the water. Swimming through the water also allows me to see what resources is available under the water. I know lots of fish spawn, there's lots of clay, sand shouldn't be a problem to find, but let's see. On the minimap I can see there's something in there. Let's check, where are you? Oh, that's a vindicator. These guys are, just check, they almost killed me. These guys are tough. They deal a lot of damage, and if I knew it was there I wouldn't have run in there so blindly. Let's get some food down. I can just regenerate some of this health that I've lost. In here there's a few amethyst, healing potion. I can just, well, take that quickly to boost my health a little bit. Jeez, gamers, these vindicators are really strong. They deal a lot of damage. Let's see what else is here. There's a few ink sacs, a couple of spider webs, a book. All these loot I will just take with me. Everything's useful. Efficiency 1 enchanted book. Nothing in the furnace. I think I'll take all these barrels with me. I've got a storage solution which I will build later, and barrels really works very well for what I have in mind. Now, this is a really nice looking structure, really well put together, and I think let's not destroy it or anything. I might come back to it later and do something with it. Okay, it took 75% of my health in one shot. Guys, I have full iron armor without any armor at all. That vindicator can easily one-shot you. But okay, that's over now. We have survived. Let's look around a little bit further. I still need one piece of leather. And let's see, there's a reindeer. And I don't know, maybe let's quickly see. I see a boar. That should give me the piece of leather. Yes, there we go. Finally, we've got 8 pieces of leather. Now, I think let's go back and see if we can locate that reindeer. I want to see what it drops if we do kill it. Usually, guys, really, I'm not here to destroy the wildlife, but sometimes, I mean, maybe we can get something useful from it. Maybe I didn't check what drops the reindeer do have. They do run away quite fast if you attack them. So Let's see if we can find it. Where has it gone to? Let's see, up here? Is it maybe gone here? Where has it gone? Guys, have I lost this injured animal? Wait, here it is. So let's see if we can run after it. Maybe it will get tired or something and we can kill it. I know I'm being cruel here, but it's all for profit. Nice looking bridge over there, but let's not get distracted. There we go. There we go. What did we get? There's a look like antlers, horns. Let's see, move this antler. What can we, you can use it for potions. Potion of forest dasher. I think, yes, it's useful, but I don't think I'll be killing any more deer in this series unless I really need it. But we do have lots of other ways to increase our speed. We can make a potion of swiftness, for example, and that will also give us speed. Let me go back home and I will meet you guys there. Okay, so first things first, I've got a few pieces of wheat. Let's see, feed these cows. I need to make a point to remember to feed them as soon as I get back every time, and I think you can feed them every 5 minutes or so. The babies do take longer, I think about 20 minutes to grow up, but we can feed them every 5 minutes or so. Let's just get a few of these barrels placed. My inventory and my storage is getting filled up, and let's see what we can put away here. I have collected a few barrels so I can use them for storage, but it's dark. Let's go sleep first, and then we will empty our inventory before we use the leather that I've worked so hard to find. Yo, that was a grind, spending the whole episode just looking for leather, but I think we have seen some nice things along the way. We have found the deer, we have found that vindicator which almost killed us, we got a waystone for our troubles, and I've also got the barrels to expand the storage. I do have a few chests as well, so I might as well use the chest. But let's go and see if there's any wheat ready to be harvested. This one looks ready, and using the right click harvest is the mod that allows you to harvest the wheat and any other crops without breaking them and having to replant them. So that's also a nice mod in this pack, and it saves a lot of time. Now I think it's time to put a chest in the middle, surround it with leather. That gives us a frayed backpack. I do have the resources, so I'm going to upgrade it as far as possible. So going to iron and gold maybe, and I do have diamonds and emeralds for the diamond one as well. As I craft them, I will show you how much space each of them gives you, but let me get a few diamonds here and make sure I've got enough gold and iron for the upgrade. So for the diamond one you use 4 emeralds and 4 diamonds. It's not 8 diamonds, but for the gold and iron you do use 8 of those to upgrade. So if we put the backpack, let's quickly check the size of it first. So if we right click, you can see it gives you 9 slots for the frayed backpack. Let's upgrade it to iron quickly by placing it in the center, surrounding it with iron. That will give you an iron backpack or a plated backpack. that gives you 2 rows of 9. You put the plated backpack in, add 8 pieces of gold, that gives you a golden backpack. You open it, that gives you 3 rows of 9. And then finally, let's upgrade it to diamond or bejeweled backpack. That will give you 5 rows of 9. That's 45 extra stacks that you can carry with you. So the backpacks, you can equip it in your backpack slot, and then you can use the keybind. By default, the keybind is B for backpack, and you can use that keybind to open the backpack, and that's really useful. That will expand our storage. Guys, that's it for this episode, and if you liked it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel to get updates when I post new videos. For now, I'm trying to post at least once a week. As I get quicker with editing, I will try to increase the frequency. So in this, we've got the backpack. Guys, thank you for watching. Enjoy your day and see you soon.